Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to the Monday recap, the vlog where we talk about everything going on this week. But I guess it's not a recap, it's like a forward cap. Whatever, you guys know what it is by now. But super excited for this vlog in particular because there's a big announcement. And if you guys came to the live stream last week, you know what that announcement is. But we're going to officially make it here in a few minutes. But before we get into that, you guys may notice the setup is a little bit different. Maybe not a ton, but the angle of the camera is different because I went ahead and I reconfigured and got a new desk for my office. And while I was doing that, I recorded a video of it to do a time lapse, so that'll hit the channel later this week as kind of an added bonus. That's not on the schedule, but just something that's kind of fun. I always enjoyed watching vlogs or videos of people setting up their office space. You know, I think I've seen like iJustine do it, and ever since then I was like kind of obsessed with it. But anyways, the weird part about that, I totally digressed off what we're supposed to be talking about. When I put together that video and like sped it up, I looked at my time hop. And if you don't know what time hop is, it's an app that essentially goes to your social media and says, okay, like today in this day, I should probably do it right now. So Monday, April 13th, 2014, here's what happened. And the day that I redid my office, I believe it was Saturday or Sunday. So here we go. So this one, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says, so this was 2 years ago. I was going live. I don't know if you can see that, playing Far Cry 3. That's crazy. And 5 years ago, I did a casting call or something. But anyways, the same day that I cleaned my office this past time and reset everything up was the same time I released the other video of me setting up my office in my bedroom. It was so bizarre. It was like 2 years difference, but on the exact same day, the exact same thing happened. And they say things don't happen in cycles. Anyways, I should probably talk more about what's going on this week. So here's the game schedule for this week. As you guys could see over the past weekend, I was really excited to release Game of Thrones on the channel. So essentially, it took over everything on Sunday up until this point. I think 5 episodes were released in 2 days. And of course, on a big release, I released episode 4 before I released episode 3. And some of you guys tweeted me that and let me know. So I fixed that as soon as possible. But the thumbnails haven't caught up yet. So if you see 2 episodes 3s, just look in the description. I apologize for that. Hopefully, you know, I didn't screw it up too bad for you guys. But this week, Game of Thrones is going to be in the morning slot at 9, Monday through Friday. And then at the end of this, it's a great series. It's by far my favorite Telltale game, by far. At the end of, so there's like 3 chapters out. I'm going to hold off on a while after chapter 1, just because I got to catch up in the book and stuff. So, but anyways, that's going to be, it's going to be in the morning slot for the next, up until Friday. And then let me just show you guys this so you know what's going on. So this is the official pink calendar of how I plan the channel out. So Isaac is going to be Tuesday and Thursday midday like normal. We're going to add a little H1Z1 because it's been lacking in the channel on Wednesday. And City Skylines is going to be moved to the afternoon slot for Monday and Tuesday. And then starting Wednesday, a new game comes out that I've been really excited to play. It's called Titan Souls. Essentially, it's a mix of, it's kind of like Shadows of the Colossus, kind of, the way the game's set up. It's all you do is you fight bosses. The bosses are very difficult, and you have to understand the pattern and learn what's going on. So I'm really excited to play that, so I want to share that with you guys on the channel. That'll be starting Wednesday at the 4 p.m. slot, I believe. I may try to hit it in the morning, but as of right now, that new game is going to take over the 4 p.m. slot. City Skylines is not being ended. It's just being pushed to the side for a little bit. So that's the schedule for the week. So Game of Thrones, Isaac, H1Z1, City Skylines. See, I didn't push it. I forgot to tell you guys. Sunday and Saturday and Sunday morning when Game of Thrones ends, and City Skylines hops back over for those of you guys that are City Skylines fans. And then Titan Soul will be in the afternoon slot. So if I've thoroughly confused you, just know that you can pause it and look at the pink schedule, because that's what I go off of. But anyways, all right, so now that's the game schedule. Okay, so now, I was excited about Game of Thrones. I talked about that. Okay, so now the big announcement, and there's going to be a video with a lot more details to follow this. I decided I'm going to be doing a weekly kind of reveal for this, so every week you'll learn something a little bit more about it. But for a long time, you know, I don't want to say, I've been wanting to do something, with the community and something, something for other people. Right? And there's a lot of charities out there, and there's a lot of, I don't just essentially, and this sounds I don't mean this to sound like pompous or anything like that, and at the risk of saying that, I don't necessarily attach my name to a lot of things without doing a lot of homework. And there's a reason for that. And it's because, I wanted to make sure that when we did our first charity stream, it was for, something that, not only one that like I believed in and was really passionate about, but also was really real. And over there, probably about a month or two ago, let me rewind. It's probably about a year ago, I found out about this charity called Gamers Outreach. And what they do, let me show you guys exactly what they do. They raise money to create what they're called go-karts or Gamers Outreach carts. And what they do is essentially they create medical carts or they assemble medical carts embedded with Xboxes to deliver in children's hospitals for kids that are sick to use. And when I first heard about that, I was just, I was immediately touched. I know that for a lot of people, games are a great distraction. And, I can only imagine, I can imagine what it's like for kids in a hospital that are dealing with these, illnesses and diseases, what this could provide them. It could be distraction, could be something, maybe one of the few things they look forward to in a given day. But as soon as I heard about Gamers Outreach, this is probably about a year process. I started trying to find out as much as possible and really just seeing if they were doing exactly what they say they were doing. So long story short, Gamers Outreach put on a Halo tournament and a big event in Michigan for charity, and it was at Eastern Michigan University. I had a chance to meet the founder of Gamers Outreach, which awesomely is based in Michigan. His name's Zach. Had a chance to meet him and really I just kind of grilled him with a ton of questions like, where does the money go? Can we see? Is it transparent? How many have you done before? What's the impact you've seen? And really just, not that he had a pass of flying colors, but the more and more I had a chance to talk with Zach, the more and more like I felt like this is something I have to do and we have to do. And so essentially what that means is on May 2nd, which is a Saturday, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a 12-hour charity or live stream for Gamers Outreach to raise enough money to create one of these go-karts for the Detroit Children's Hospital. So that's the goal. So we have 12 hours to put together a stream in which we raise enough money to create one of these go-karts and deliver it in the Detroit Children's Hospital. It's something I'm really passionate about, something I'm really excited about. And hopefully you guys are too. I would take out your calendar, take out your phone, and say May 2nd, put it in 11 a.m. on twitch.tv/Dan Gheesling. I'm going to be there for 12 hours, and we're going to be raising money for this charity and for this extremely worthy cause. And I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about it because the chance, over the past, 3 years, we've been doing a lot of gaming and we've created this awesome community. I think this is, a perfect time to actually give, and I don't like saying the word give back, but just, do whatever we can to make this happen. So once a week, I'm going to be releasing a quick reveal about what's going to be happening during the live stream. And I'm waiting on just a few more things from Gamers Outreach, but so next week, look for a video with more detail as to what's going to be going on with the stream. There's a lot of fun things in the works, and I'm excited to kind of go through this reveal process with you guys as well. So put in your calendars. It's something that I think it's long overdue, but I just wanted to be very diligent in selecting the charity that I felt would be best represented by our community and worthy of our community support. So Gamers Outreach, May 2nd, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern. Really excited to do that. So that's the big announcement, and it's going to be a fun. We haven't done a long stream in a long time, and this is I just can't. I'm really excited to do this. But enough about that. We're going to Next week, look for a video talking more about what's going to be specifically going on during that stream. So let's go ahead and get into the channel numbers. How about that? How's that for a segue? Let's get into the channel numbers. So last week we had 748 likes on the channel. This week we went down a little bit to 400. I think that's the first time in 3 weeks we went down. Comments went from 369 down to 317. And then, but however, since the past month, we've been climbing in subscribers. So last week we were plus 67. This time we were plus 100. If you're one of the new 100 new subscribers, welcome to the channel. We do this vlog every Monday, and I'm excited to have you here, as I am excited to have all the original OGs that have been here for a long time. But if you're new, welcome, and glad to have you here. Now, as you guys can see, there's a lot that's changed in the background because you have a totally different perspective. Can you see anything? Oh, last week we opened the Kirby one. It's up there, but you can't see it. Next week we'll open a new amiibo. Not this week, though. There's a lot going on. So let's go ahead and get into the commenter of the week. And this commenter of the week, this one, I would say is newer to the community, at least newer coming out of Lurkdom, but has been extremely prevalent on a lot of videos and, you know, adding insight and commentary. I always appreciate that. So Lily Bonds, appreciate all your contributions to the community, and you, ma'am, are the commenter of the week. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys this week. I'm excited. You know, things have been going well with the channel, and we're gonna be, like I said, there's Game of Thrones came out this week. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying, if you're on the fence about if you haven't started watching the Game of Thrones series on the channel, it's well worth your time. That's all I'm gonna say. That not because, and I say it from a game perspective, not because, you know, I'm razzmatazz on the videos, but I'm just saying it's good. It's really good. But outside of that, I hope you guys are excited for the live stream. I do want to see if there's anything that you guys would be looking forward to in the live stream, and if you are planning on coming, let me know in the comments below. I'll be looking for you guys. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention. Let me go back. I forgot to share the poll results from last week because I'm a jabroni and we can't do that. So let me go ahead and share with you guys the poll results. The poll results last week, or the poll last week was, would you like to see nuclear thrown on the channel?
Shower body lotion. First I wash.
Stop that. And it was 66% of you said you would like to see it. So that's kind of put in the back pocket. I don't know whether it'd be a pocket on your shoulder, but that's going to be something that's in the wakes. It's going to be essentially if the channel is a 6-chambered revolver, and at any time we can fire 3 bullets, it's going to be a bullet that maybe isn't loaded in the chamber, but it's first one to go in. So how's that for a violent metaphor? I'll see you guys next week.